Everyone, I'm so sorry I can't be with you tonight. However, I couldn't completely miss the chance to take a moment to share some thoughts with all of you. The lesson I cherish the most is how important it is to love what you do. If you love what you do and it's making you happy, all the hard work and perseverance will pay off. I once had a guidance counselor tell me that I shouldn't play basketball, that it would never amount to anything for me. His negativity towards me made me stronger. You can't stop people from trying to limit your dreams, but you can stop it from becoming a reality. Your dreams are up to you. I encourage you to always be curious, always seek out things you love, and always work hard once you find it. So with that, I'll let you carry on with your evening. Please know I'm thinking of you, supporting you, and encouraging you always. Peace.
First, I'm going to be using the Morphe 35B palette, and I'm going to be using that eggplant purple. I'm going to be doing an elongated cut crease for this specific look. I decided to do a double cut crease, so I'm just going to be packing that eggplant purple shade onto my crease, creating an elongated cut crease. So instead of me just packing it on my lid, I wanted to accentuate it and bring it out a little bit so that when I cut my crease, it'll be a lot easier for me to form that elongated cut crease. Bringing your eyeshadows out like this also brings out the eye. Like, it allows your eye to look a lot more appealing, especially when you are doing elongated cut creases. Next, I'm going to be going in with my Back to Brazil palette. I'm going to be using that cool tone purple in the palette. And I'm just going to be packing that on top of the eggplant purple that I used in the Morphe 35B palette. And when I pack that color on top of the previous color, it allows the previous color to blend out. You can do this, or you can just go in with a regular clean blending brush and it'll blend out the first color. But I like to pack on a lighter color on top of the previous color because I feel like you definitely get that gradient and that ombre effect that you're looking for. So when you are packing your colors on, any color that you pack onto your lid when you're doing elongated cut crease, no matter what color it is, you want to make sure that you are bringing it out a little bit farther than you would usually do. If you're doing a full cut crease, you just pack it onto your lid. But if you're doing elongated cut crease, I definitely advise you to bring the colors out so that when it's time for you to cut your crease, you're not feeling like you're missing colors. I'm just going to be going back in with that previous shade from the 35M palette. And then I'm just going to be packing that back onto my lid just because I feel like I kind of lost it a little bit. So I'm just going to go back in with that color using the exact same brush that I used for it previously. I'm going to be going in with the Back to Brazil palette again, but I'm going to be using that warm tone purple, and that's going to be my last shade that I'm going to be using for my crease colors, besides black, of course. I'm going to be putting that color right under my brow bone, and that just overall just brightens the look up, and it definitely blends it out a lot better than just adding those two colors on. So always, by adding a lighter color, like the lightest shade or whatever color scheme you're going with, definitely brightens the eye a lot, so you can tell the difference between before I blended that color out and after I blended it out. So that's definitely important. Now I'm just going to be going back in with the Back to Brazil palette. And I'm going to be using that matte black. This is my favorite black to use if I want to deepen any look. I'm going to get a very precise blending brush. And I'm not going to blend that black out. I'm just going to put it into the crease. So when I cut my crease, it can look very deep and it can just look very dimensional. So black, I feel like, is always important or just always necessary in any look, especially when you're doing something like a cut crease or an elongated cut crease or anything just kind of like in a smoky category. And so to clean up my crease before I go in with my base to cut my crease, I want to clean my crease because I feel like if I just go on top of the crease with the lid colors with the P. Louise base, I'm going to be retracting some of that black and it's going to allow my P. Louise base to look very bad. So what I'm just going with is a makeup remover wipe, and then I'm just going to wipe like on the outline my cut crease, and so it's gonna be a lot cleaner and it's gonna be a lot easier for me to cut my crease. Then I'm gonna be using my P. Louise base in the shade 0. You guys know this is my favorite shade, my favorite base to use for when I'm cutting my crease, making sure that I outline an elongated cut crease. And you definitely do want to make sure that when you are cutting your crease and you're doing a elongated cut crease, make sure that you are bringing that crease out, because, you know, you can always clean it up if you don't want it too long. You can always clean it up with like makeup at the end or whatever. But I wanted my cut crease to be pretty long, so I did make sure to go, you know, pretty much past my eyebrow. And I'm going in with that white iridescent highlighting shade in the Back to Brazil palette. And I'm going to be putting that along my crease. But here's the trick. I'm not putting it on my whole lid. I'm just going to outline my crease with it. So in reality, this color, it's like white, but it has like reflects of gold. And I feel like it'll be the perfect shade for me to do for my double cut crease. So that's what I'm doing. I'm not putting it over my whole lid. I'm just outlining my crease with it basically. Trying to create a thick enough line for my double cut crease basically. Then I'm going to be going back in with my P. Louise base, and I'm basically just going to cut another crease. So this is a double cut crease, so you're gonna be having to cut your crease 2 times. First time I cut it was to put an outline of that white iridescent shade onto my lid. Now I'm just going to cut my crease again to put my actual lid colors on my lid. So it sounds a little confusing, but it's actually pretty easy. I am a little sorry that you can't really see the difference between the P. Louise base and that shade, that white shade that I just got done put it on there. But I make sure to put in clips of how the finished product looks so that you guys can actually see the difference between the white shade and the P. Louise base for my lid colors. So now for my actual lid colors, I'm going to be going in with that cool tone. And I'm actually going to be mixing the cool tone yellow and the warm tone yellow because I didn't really like how the cool tone yellow looked on its own. So I'm basically just packing that yellow into my lid, but I'm not going all the way to the end of my crease. I want to stop like midway because I did want to do some type of gradient from yellow to purple because, you know, like the Lakers is like yellow and purple. So that's what I wanted to do. So I'm just kind of going a little bit past the middle, accentuating the yellow a little bit past the middle, but I'm definitely not going to do the whole crease. And I didn't show this part, but I ended up using a shimmery version of a yellow and another palette, which I didn't show it on camera. I'm sorry about that, but you can literally pick up any yellow shimmery shade and put it on top of the yellow. And I did that because, I don't know, I just didn't really like how the matte yellow look, so I just went in with a shimmer yellow. But you can literally do whatever you want to do. You can stick with the matte yellow, or you can do a shimmer yellow, or you can do a gold yellow. It really doesn't matter. It's all up to you. So now I'm going to be going back in with my Pillows base in the shade white, of course, and I'm going to be outlining a silhouette of a wing liner. So just like how you would do a wing liner, you're just making it a wing liner but in the form of a Pillows base. And I thought this was extremely different. This is something I've never ever done before, so I was a little scared. I was like, should I really do this, or should I just do something I'm very comfortable with? But I wanted to step out of my comfort zone with this look. So basically what I'm doing, like I said, is I'm going with the Pillows base and I'm just outlining a wing liner. And I'm making sure to connect it or to bring that wing liner effect all the way up to like my brow bone. Well, not to my brow bone, but to my brow. So as you guys can see on the video, I'm going all the way up instead of like going halfway. And that's going to really clean it up and really allow me to pack on whatever color that I want to pack on. So I knew that I wanted to use my chunky glitters for this look, so I just went back in with that 35M palette from Morphe, and I needed to put a base down for the chunky glitters because I can't just go in with chunky glitters while my base is white. So make sure that you are going in with a good base for your chunky glitters. My chunky glitters are purple, so I made sure to go in with a purple matte shade base. Then I'm just going to be going in with the concealer shade that's like my skin shade, which is the Pillows base in the shade 7. I'm using that to clean up the mess, basically. You know how when you clean up a cut crease, I'm using that to clean up my cut crease so they get a lot more put together and a lot more neat. Because right now it just looks all over the place. But as soon as I cleaned it up, I definitely saw the actual true vision of what I had in mind. And I was definitely very proud of myself. I'm so proud of myself because it took a long time to do, for one. It took a very long time. And I was a little bit discouraged at first. But I ended up killing it, period. But you guys can see how sharp it looks. You want your cut crease to be very sharp. Especially when you're doing something like an elongated cut crease. So now I'm going to be going in with my glitter glue, and it's definitely very important for you to use glitter glue from when you are applying any kind of glitters, because if you don't, your glitters are not going to stay into your lid. It's going to be extremely irritating to try to put glitters on without glitter glue. So I'm just tracing the glitter glue where I put the wing liner effect. I'm not putting it over my whole lid. I'm just putting it where I see that purple because I am doing purple chunky glitters. Alright, I'm going to be going in with my purple chunky glitters from Amazon for $7. I make sure to leave it linked in the description box below. Now I'm just going to be packing those glitters as much as possible, y'all. I really wanted these glitters to really pop because that glitter really made the look. At first, it looked a little naked, but when I put those glitters on, it definitely brought the look together. I love the glam version of this look, that the chunky glitters gave me. I really do love it a lot, and I also love the gradient from like purple chunky glitters to the yellow. That's why I made sure to like sparse the glitters out a little bit as I go up further into the lid. Okay, so your girl is back and glammed up, y'all. I'm going to be using the P. Louise base again in the shade 0. And then I'm just going to be putting that in my waterline to accentuate any colors that I put in my lower lash line. And also to open my eyes up a little bit because your eyes can look a little tight when you're doing smoky eyes. So using a base, or not even just that, you can use the LAKERS Pro Concealer in the white shade if you don't have $15 for a shade. Or you can use the NYX Jumbo lip liner, which is like a couple dollars as well. It's like at the beauty supply store or something like that. So you don't have to use the P. Louise base. This is just like the only shade that I have right now. So while that is sitting, because you do want to make sure that you are allowing that to get tagged before you go in with any colors, I'm just going to be putting my highlight on. I'm going to be using It's My Ray Ray and BH Cosmetics collab palette. I really do love the shades, the highlighting shades in this palette. It's not too light for me or not too dark for me. I wanted to go with the gold because I feel like it went very good, very well with the yellow in my eyes. So that really did bring my look together. I don't usually do highlight, but I feel like this look definitely deserved highlight for low light pictures and videos. Now I'm going to be going back in with the 35M palette for Morphe. I'm going to be using the eggplant purple that I used originally. And I'm going to be putting that in my lower lash line. For some odd reason, it looked at blue. And I really did hate that. So I definitely made sure to go in with the color that was like actually purple. Because I didn't want it to look blue. It threw out the whole look. It started to remind me of the Golden State Warriors when I did that. So I'm just like, nah. But it was kind of, I ain't going to say it was too late. But at that point, I had already started putting it on. So I'm just like, forget it. But towards the end, it definitely looked a lot more purple. So now I'm going to be going back in with that cool tone purple from the Back to Brazil palette. And I'm going to be sparsing that. I'm going to be blending out that previous shade that I just got done putting on. I'm going to be blending that out with the purple that I'm applying now. So like I told you guys, when you blend it out the previous color with another color, it allows everything to really come together. So once I basically mixed those two together, it looked a lot more purple and black instead of like blue. Okay, y'all, so do not mind that light purple on my lip. I was experimenting something and it was like way too girly for me. But I ended up just going in with this dark purple that I found in my bag. And I'm just going to be using that as a base for my lip because I decided to do a chunky glitter lip. And I needed a purple base to put because I didn't want to just pack purple glitter on my lip. It was going to look very see-through and it just wasn't going to look right. So I did the purple lipstick for which I definitely recommend you put in whatever color lip you're doing. Make sure that you put a base of that color on. Then I'm just going to be going in with that same glitter that I used for my eyes. So I'm going to be using that glitter for my lips. Just packing it on with the flat shade brush. It was very uncomfortable having glitter, packed on glitter on my lips. But it was definitely very cute when I ended up taking this stuff off as soon as I got done taking my pictures and videos. And then I'm just going to be putting some mascara on my lower lashes because I just feel like it needed a little bit more smokiness. So yeah, so nothing really too spectacular with my mascara. I never really show y'all this on camera because it's really nothing. And so I just threw on this yellow jacket. The sleeves is blue, so don't mind it, but it's still very cute. It's real cute though. I really do love this look alike.
definition of greatness is to inspire the people next to you. I think that's what greatness is or should be. It's not something that lives and dies with one person. It's how can you inspire a person to then in turn inspire another person that then inspires another person. And that's how you create something that I think lasts forever. Yeah. And I think that's our challenge as people, is to figure out how our story can impact others and motivate them in a way to create their own greatness.